and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name's Rhonda, better known as Hotmess Momma MD, and on today's video, my friends, it's another edition of Is It a Dupe or Just a Waste of Money? What we're going to be testing out, trying out, and creating this look right here is the brand new $9.50 Whimsical palette from Ccolor Cosmetics. Now I'm sure, my friends, you know what this is a potential dupe for, right? Did you guess this one? Y'all were right. You guys are just really good at this. Really good at it. Or maybe you have an obsession for makeup such as myself. So you guys know I started giving out a little disclaimers about these videos before I get all the hate in the world in the comment section below. So disclaimer number one, my friends, is I'm not a makeup artist. So if you don't like my blending skills or the lack thereof, then cool. Turns out I'm not a professional, so I'm not doing this to anybody else's face. Disclaimer 2, y'all, it's just makeup. We are here to have fun, to chat, and to find affordable, good quality makeup. Girls getting so sassy up in here. And 3, if you are not down to save some money and find dupe products, not fake friends, not fake, but dupe, inspired by products that are going to save you coin, then again, this video is not for you, and I will check you in the next one. So, or check me out in the next one. I don't know, I'm trying to be tough. I'm not tough, whatever. I'm just throwing it all out there, trying to get all the disclaimers out of the way. But for those of you that always come to my channel, just give me a big thumbs down. Well, then have at it. Have at it, because you know that's all you're here for. Okay guys, so now that my sassy pants are out of the way, let's go ahead and find out whether or not this $9.50 palette, oh my god, like $9.50 is in fact a dupe for this high-end $42 palette. Let's go ahead, let's just get into it. I'm like so sassy that I think I just shocked myself. Woo! Let's go, guys. So we are jumping right into swatches. On the bottom is all of the Ccolor Cosmetics Whimsical shades, and on top is all of the Abh Norvina shades. Now, as you guys can see, and I know swatches don't mean a hill of beans, but for the most part, they swatch absolutely beautifully. If there are any types of differences in the shades, as you guys can see right through here, a little bit through here, they're off, but not by much, y'all. Like, same with these. I mean, these purples, they're pretty identical, but like I said, if you want to nitpick, they may be off just by a smidge. These 3 shades are right through here, but I don't feel like and of course we're gonna find out later in the video, I don't think it's gonna be to the point that it is gonna be crazy noticeable. You guys, sit back and relax, my friends, because I got a lot of Ccolor Cosmetics items to talk to you guys about. So there are going to be, this needs to be in there too, a lot of videos coming soon. Let's go ahead and talk about this beautiful Whimsical palette by Ccolor Cosmetics. You guys, are you ready for the price? Which I know I will tell you guys about in the intro, but it's $9.50, friends, right? And they gave me the 10% off coupon code. That is still valid. That is absolutely still valid. So if you use Hotmess 10, you will save 10% on this $9.50 palette. I know, right? Okay, so now that we've got that out of the way, this palette that retails for $9.50 is in your standard type of cardboard packaging. It has a nice little mirror on it. All of your ingredients are on the back. Now, just to let you guys know, it does have an expiration of 12 months. It is cruelty-free, and for those who like to ask, this is made in the PRC. As far as ingredients goes, not for sure if it's focusing well. Let's ignore my nails. I just took my nail polish off. And then the second is magnesium citrate and mica, and talc is like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th ingredient on here, just to let you guys know. As far as gram weight, you have 14 pans and you get 0.9 grams, net weight of 0.031 ounces each. Now, we're going to put this up against the Norvina palette. Norvina palette does have an 18-month expiration. And of course, it's in their, you know, velvet package that so many people just love and adore. But let's go ahead and put them side by side up against each other. Okay, this one is the Norvina palette, and of course this is the Ccolor Cosmetics palette. As you can see, they are laid out very, very identical, which makes my job much, much easier for you guys. Of course, in the Norvina palette, you do get a little brush in here. I know so many people love the brush. I just don't use it. Going with the gram weight and all that good stuff, it does say that it is 0.71 grams and then 0.02 ounces each. So you are getting more in this $9.50 palette. I think that's amazing. Okay, guys, so I think that's going to be all that I'll talk about as far as that goes. You guys saw the side by side. I'm going to go ahead, zoom you guys in. I'm probably out of focus, so disclaimer, my camera has a mind of its own, so I'm sure that there's going to be parts in this video that go in and out of focus because she's moody. She's moody. So anyways, let me go ahead, zoom you guys in the rest of the way, and we'll go ahead and get this show on the road. If you are new to Is It a Dupe or Just a Waste of Money, what I do is I put the high-end palette on one side and the less expensive palette on the other side. I use the exact same brushes in between, but no contamination, my friends, because I use one of these dry brush cleaners as well as a wash rag to clean them off before I go to the other side, so there is no cross-contamination going on here. So, as far as what side is going to have what, we'll go ahead and start off the Whimsical side on my right hand, which is not my wedding hand, and then the Norvina side will get the wedding ring side. So let's go ahead and start this beautiful process. So I'm going to start right off with the Whimsical palette. We're going to go in with this. There are no shade names on here. Again, for $9.50, do I care? I do not. I do not, because I'm very happy with this price. Okay, trying to stick with two colors at a time, or two shades at a time. I am going to go in with the shade right here. And this brush that I was using, in case anyone wants to know, this was a free brush from Alter Ego. I'm going in now with my Morphe M576 brush. I am going to kind of pat, and then start the blending, just because I do have mature lids. I'm going to add a little underneath. Okay, jumping over to the Norvina palette, we're going to do the same shades, starting with this one to set the entire lid. By the way, I don't have anything on except for concealer on my lids, no primer. And then we are going to jump over to this shade. Now, you're going to see the Norvina is definitely a softer type of eyeshadow formula, and there's going to be a lot more kick up in a majority of these shades than on the Ccolor Cosmetics side. Into this shade. Okay, I think what I'm going to go ahead and do next is jump back over to the Whimsical side. We're going to go in with this shade right here. Again, not a ton of kick up at all, guys. So I'm loving that, because you guys know I can be pretty heavy-handed at things. I'm just going in with a Morphe R39. Nope. A Morphe M433. Okay, so next I am going to just go ahead and jump back over to the Norvina side, go in with this shade, which is called Passion, using the same Morphe M433 brush. And just pat it on there. I'm going to go in with this and slightly kind of buff it up through here. So I'm just going to go back in with my Morphe M576 brush and add a little bit of this shade real lightly. I would much rather build up colors than go in hard. You know what I mean? And that did. It added just a little bit, but not too much. So cleaning off my brush and going over here to the Norvina palette, and using the same similar shade and just slightly buffing over that shade right there. So I know I keep going back and forth, guys, but that's what I do. So I am going to use these two shimmer shades. I'm going to use this one right here out of the Whimsical palette and this gorgeous purpley shade. So I'm going to just use my finger like I typically do and just kind of dab it right on. Ooh, that is only in like the center part of the lid, leaving this portion completely open for the lighter shade. I'm not going to accentuate this too much, not accentuate, but extend this out too much, just because I do have mature lids, so I don't want to accentuate any type of wrinkles and crinkles. So going in with this really pretty lighter shade right here, it's kind of like a champagne-y shade, again with my finger, and focusing it more so right here on the inner corner. Okay, I think what I'm going to do now is take this third shade right here and pop that kind of in between both to kind of merge them together a smidge. We're using all kinds of colors today, ladies and gents. Okay, so there we go. Let's go over to the Norvina side before my camera cuts and do the exact same shades over on this side. Shade. Going in with the Dreamer shade. And then a little bit of Wild Child right in the center. Okay, real quick, I am going to stick with the Norvina side, and I'm going to add a little bit of, I think I'm going to go with some of this Volatile shade, and maybe a little bit of this orangey shade underneath the eyes real quick. Just using a Juno ES08 brush to do that. This helps to add a little bit of warmth too if cool tones wig you out. Doing the exact same thing over on the Whimsical side, using these two shades underneath the eye. Going in with that taupey shade first. And then the warm orangey shade next. Right underneath it. Ooh, that one was definitely more pigmented than the Norvina. Okay guys, I'm trying to hurry before it cuts off. I'm going to go in with this one right along my eyelash line on the Whimsical side and just stamp that right through here, just to darken it just a little bit to help things look a little bit thicker. And jumping over to the Norvina side, doing the same thing with the shade called Drama. Okay guys, I'm going to hop off, get my liner, my mascara on, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I am back with the rest of my face. As always, everything on my face will be linked and listed down below for you guys. So let me go ahead, zoom you guys in, give you guys the final look of what was created, and then let me give you guys my final thoughts. That's the whole process I plan on doing. Okay guys, so again, this is the Ccolor Cosmetics Whimsical side, and this is the ABH Norvina side. So can you guys tell a big difference? Because for me personally, I cannot. Okay, minus the fact I got mascara up here. So we're going to ignore that. But other than that, I feel like it does not look like I have two different palettes on my eyes whatsoever. So anyways, I'm going to zoom you guys back out and we're going to chit chat about it. Okay guys, so let's chat about this $9.50 palette. You guys, shout out to you, Ccolor Cosmetics. Thank you, one, for sending me these amazing palettes, but two, for the amazing quality of these palettes. So let's go over a couple things first. You guys want to know, how do these wear? If you are new to Ccolor Cosmetics, the formula is spot on. I love it. And honestly guys, look, I mean, you guys know that I don't get very much PR. And I'm pretty sure because of these videos that I've done up against like almost every single ABH palette, I will never get PR from ABH. And I noticed when I was putting on my liner and my mascara and everything, I had so much fallout on the ABH side, and they are softer shadows, guys. So, you know, you have to be, I wouldn't say more gentle, but you have to know going in that 9 times out of 10, a lot of the shadows in this palette are just, they're really soft, they're very powdery, and they're gonna give you that kind of kickback, kick up, as well as fallout. So you know, there's that. And I know that I'm sure I'm going to get a ton of hate in the comment section below. But for me, as a busy mom and a working outside the house kind of mom, I need quick, I need easy, and I don't want to have a lot of like fallout on my face. And you guys know I can be very, very heavy-handed. I tap my brush all the time, but I will tell you, even if I forget to tap my brush, I don't have the immense amount of fallout that I do when I'm using the $42 palette. Now, I did make sure to check, this is still available. It does retail for $42, but y'all, when it comes down to it, you're getting more product in this. Like, granted, you're not getting that fuzzy, fancy little velvet casing, but I'm sorry, look at mine. Mine's a mess. So for me, I like this. I feel like they're very travel friendly. They don't irritate my eyes. They build up beautifully. So if you're like myself and you are like queen of heavy handing, that is trying to be better about like teaching yourself to go in light-handed and build up on shades versus like boom, pow, you know, that kind of thing. I don't know why I'm all about the sound effects tonight, but anyways, I think that you're really, really going to enjoy this palette. That's what it boils down to. So if you weren't able to pick up the Norvina palette, or you don't want to spend that much on the Norvina palette, you guys, this is an amazing, amazing dupe. I find the Ccolor Cosmetics formula to be very, very easy to work with. Whether you're an experienced makeup artist or you're just like me and you're a makeup enthusiast, I think you're going to find these very, very easy to work with. You guys, these make good gifts as well. So husbands, if you happen to be sitting in the room with your girlfriend or your husband, okay, wait, if you're a husband and you're sitting in the room with your girlfriend, you got some other problems, my friend. But if you are a husband sitting in the room with your wife or your teenage daughter, I would definitely suggest checking out ccolorcosmetics.com. Again, Hotmess10 will save you 10% off at checkout. Everything over $9.99 does get you free shipping, my friends. So a lot of you guys have also said that they are sending out free brushes as well with your order. So something to think about. If you're looking for something else to add to your cart to get that free shipping, I highly suggest this little highlighter palette. I am loving this. This has been my go-to highlighter palette. You guys, I'm not using my Hourglass. I'm not using my Natasha Denona. I mean, this strobe palette has been where it's at, and I believe it's like $10.50. So anyways, I will have scrolling over here my wear test. As you guys like know, the Norvina side is the wedding side, and the right-hand side is the Whimsical Ccolor Cosmetics side. So overall, I did my best to make this a shorter video, but let's be honest, it never turns out that way. These Is It a Dupe or Just a Waste of Money always get extended, but I just try and be thorough, and then I just talk a lot. So there's that. So if you made it to the end, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. I do want to give a notification squad a shout out to you guys. If you want to be a part of the notification squad, it's very, very easy. Just make sure you're subscribed. Click that notification bell, I believe 2 times, and then leave me a comment down below, hashtag notification squad, hashtag Team Hotmess, or just a nice comment in general for a chance at a shout out in a future video. Okay, so today's notification shout outs go to Deb Blake, Carla Stevens, Lynn, and Barbara Alley. Thank you all so much for continuously supporting my channel. I greatly appreciate it, for leaving your kind comment in my video, and just all of y'all who take time out of your day to listen to me ramble and carry on and talk about my excitement for makeup. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Don't forget, I did start a second channel up here on the YouTube, but it is about keto related content or recipes or just chit-chatting, all that fun stuff. Anyways, don't forget to check my daughter Hailey's channel out as well. You'll find that in the description box. Again, with everything else that is on my face will be linked and listed there. Again, this is 10% off, $9.50. So if you use code HOTMESS10, you will save 10% off. Please understand that that is an affiliate code, so if you're not down to give me a little bit of a commission, just don't use the code. So anyways, that's all for today's video, my friends, and I hope you guys enjoyed it enough to click that thumbs up button, to subscribe to my channel for more all over the place random content. And until next time, my friends, as always, I hope y'all have a wonderful, beautiful, and blessed day. Kisses from Kentucky. Bye.